Hi, greetings everybody. My name is Tiffany Griffin. I want to do this video to address Anti-Afro Svengali. She has done a video bashing me, and this is my response to her. But let me give you guys some background on why she decided to bash me. This all started when my professor, Dr. Umar Johnson, did a live addressing all of the naysayers and the hate that he is receiving for his Black parent boot camp to teach Black parents how to protect their children in the school systems. I went on his live and I spoke some things. So let me give you guys some background. Dr. Umar Johnson is a doctor of clinical psychology. He is an amazing man. He is an avid child protector, and he has dedicated his life over some 20 plus years of teaching parents and educating them on how to protect their children in the school systems, whether it be public school, private school, charter school, etc. He is an educator and a prolific man in regards to pan-africanism. Dr. Umar Johnson has worked in the school. He's a certified school principal, and he has seen firsthand how African children, Black children, are treated with the school to prison pipeline. We all know that the school to prison pipeline, the ADHD machine, and the special education monster all come together to pipe our children from school to prison. This is an indisputed fact, right? So Dr. Johnson has dedicated 2020 to going to various states and cities, holding conferences and a training to teach parents how to be advocates for their children. And it's open to anyone. You don't have to necessarily be a parent to be a part of this training. You can be a concerned citizen like me. I'm not a parent, but I love kids and I do work with children. So I want to know this information to help me better do my job as a community advocate. Now, Dr. Umar went live about 2 weeks ago. I went on his live, and his question was, should he hold a forum to talk to the people who are giving hate to him face to face? I went on the live. I tapped in and I asked if he would bring me on, and he did. And I called out two people. One was Gerald Palmer, who is a pastor out of, I want to say, Oklahoma, and the other one is Anti-Afro Svengali, who lives in my state of California. I'm in Los Angeles area. I stated that the lady is delusional and sick and twisted and demented. Those are my exact words that I stated, and I stand by that. I'm going to double down. I really truly believe that there is some psychological disconnect with her. And I stated that I believe that Dr. Johnson absolutely should not hold I believe that Dr. Johnson should absolutely not hold some sort of haters. I'm sorry, excuse me, you guys. I'm trying to get rid of my notifications. That he should not hold a forum. And the reason why I say that is because you can't reason with somebody who has a psychosis. Your words are going to fall on deaf ears. Okay, she got very much offended by that, and her panties went directly up in her behind because she got really upset with me saying that and decided to do a 20-minute video bashing me. So here's my response to her. Okay, I stated in the video, and I'm going to go ahead and quote myself verbatim. I stated, quote, "I wish I knew where she lived," and quote, "she needs to be neutralized." And I'm going to back up what I said. Yes, I meant what I said. And I'm going to clarify exactly what I meant. Basically, in her 20-minute video towards me, she took that as a threat. She stated that I threatened to do bodily harm to her, and that wasn't even my intent. That I never once said I was going to come and hurt her. I never once said I was going to attack her or harm her in any absolute no way. When I stated I wish I knew where she lived, is because I need to have a conversation with this lady. This lady has done over 900 videos, approaching 1,000 videos bashing Dr. Johnson. I believe that she has some sort of psychological disconnect, but in order for me to know for sure, I would have to meet with her face to face and talk to her. So on her YouTube channel, she bashed me and stated that I'm a threat. And right after my quote of, quote, "I wish I knew where you live," and she went on to post a video of a lady out of Seattle, Washington, who was arrested for terrorist threats. What she didn't tell you in that video is that lady was arrested because she brandished a firearm on YouTube or some other social media platform, saying that she was going to go shoot up a school, and that's why she was arrested for terrorist threat. You ignorant lady. I never threatened you. I simply stated I wish I knew where you live. That is not a threat, because the definition of a threat is when you state specifically like what you want to do with somebody. You make a statement with intent to harm. I never said that. So before you go and call the police and want to have me arrested, like the delusional broad that you are, creating your own narrative to sell your point, first let's stick to the facts. That is what I said verbatim, and that is what I meant. I also stated she needs to be neutralized. Well, what's the definition of neutralized, Tiff? Is that what you're asking me? Well, let me go ahead and tell you what the definition of neutralize. It means when you render something ineffective and harmless by applying the opposite for an effect. For instance, a neutralizer in a shampoo, when you, like, if you are the type of person who uses some sort of chemical in science and you add another chemical compound in it to make it harmless. My idea of neutralizing you is to get your YouTube channel shut down and to shut your mouth, or to notify your employer of the shenanigans that you're doing online by doxing people, because that is what you do. I never once said I wanted to harm you, and I don't have any intent, but I'm going to address that last in this video. I'm going to get more into detail with that, okay? Secondly, you did a video on me referring to my looks. Yes, you did. You stated that I am a wayward creature, a hyena yelp, and you said that I was a train wreck. This is coming from you who do not even show your face online. You will not post a photo or a picture or a video of what you look like. I have my entire face, my body, my name right there. I've been online for well over 10, 15 years, however long it may be. My social media presence is prevalent, and people know exactly what I look like. I am not ashamed of the way I look. No, my body isn't perfect, but honey, I am 6 feet tall, 175 pounds of beauty. I have stretch marks, as you can see, but they're beautiful. And everything about me I love. Everything about me I embrace. Every flaw, this guy is hollering at me, excuse me. Every flaw that I have, I own it. I don't hide behind the lens of a decrepit old crone's voice, bashing people's looks, but I'm too self-conscious to show my own. I say like this: if you're going to sit up and bash the way I look and call me a train wreck and call me a hyena and call me a creature, show your face. How about the two of us get on the stage and we let the people of the audience vote who's the beauty queen? I guarantee you it won't be you. I don't know what you look like, and I've seen a photo, and I don't know if it's you. That may be mere speculation. I cannot say it is, and I cannot say it isn't. But I do know that regardless of what you look like, you shouldn't tear down another woman's looks, especially when you're too ashamed to show your damn face. Moving right along. The clinical definition of insanity. The absolute clinical definition of insanity is when you do the same repetitive behavior over and over and over and over again, expecting different results. Lady, you've done almost 1,000 videos bashing Dr. Johnson. You seem to think that he is a vast array of things, which you have no proof of. And that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, just like I'm entitled to my opinion. Okay, but one thing I am here to put you on notice of is that you will not stop the pan-Africanist movement. You will not stop Team Fatunde. You will not stop these parents getting educated and learning how to protect their children from the school to prison pipeline. You're not going to stop it. You can continue doing whatever videos you want. They're all laced with lies, negative propaganda, and straight up BS, and you know it. Just like you sit up and you said all this stuff about me that is unfounded. You like to create your own narrative to make your point. You are disgusting. And your mission, you and all the other pocket of psychotic people who are psychologically disconnected with reality are not going to stop. Okay, you can sit up and you can fight all you want to, but it's not going to stop. Anyone who dedicates over 900 something videos to tear down one man's mission of protecting children has a problem. Okay, and that is what I stated in my video, that I truly believe that there is some sort of disconnection there with your mental state, and I stand by that. So what did you do? You turned it all around and stated that there was something wrong with me because I support Dr. Johnson. Well, that's fine. You also attack my looks, whatever. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I guarantee you that whatever man, woman, cat, dog, goat, whatever it is that you're dating, or that you're whoever you're with, I guarantee you that I could pull them. And that's just me expressing confidence in the way I look. I have no problem and no shame in how I look. But you, on the other hand, it actually makes me feel sad for you to be the age that you are, because you are older than me by the sound of your voice, that you hate yourself that much that you can't even post a damn photo of what you look like. Okay, now I'm going to get into the part of the video that irritated the hell out of me. This part actually irritated me, is when you stated, I'm going to make 3 points. Number one, you stated in your video that I'm in a passenger seat of a car in a junkyard. I don't know if you're aware of this, you delusional woman, that if you're videotaping everything is in reverse. I'm actually sitting in the passenger seat of my car, and I'm in the Crenshaw district, bitch, because I work in the community. And if you think that the Crenshaw district is a junkyard, then hey, I guess that's a personal opinion you have, but I completely disagree. There are some wonderful people that live in the Crenshaw district. There are some amazing people that live in the Crenshaw district. And although I do not live in the Crenshaw district, I work in the Crenshaw district. I'm actually sitting in Lamar Park right now. Okay? According to theory, the two of us are supposed to technically be on the same side, because according to speculation, you are a community, a victim's right advocate working out of Ventura County. If that's the case, then you should know how sensitive this work is. I stated, which brings me to point number two. I am a community worker. I definitely work in the community. You stated that a community worker could be a prostitute, pimp, or drug dealer. That right there speaks volumes about your moral compass. If you sit up and think that somebody who works in the community is on the same level as a person who sells drugs, who sells their body, and who subjugates women and children, because nowadays pimps, they target women and kids, boys and girls. If you really sit up and think those people are working in the community, it makes all the sense in the world why you're bashing Dr. Johnson, who also works in the community. You sit up and you think that a person who sells poison to our people, one of the most effective tools that white supremacy used to subjugate and disenfranchise African Americans and African people globally, is narcotics, and you sit up and think that those people, you likened me to them and stated that those people are community workers, that speaks volumes about your character and your integrity level. Okay? Not that I owe you an explanation, but I work with children. I work with adults too. But that little girl where DCFS gets that emergency call that she's been raped, it's me and the people, my colleagues and the people who work in our umbrella, that go get that child and take her to the hospital and hold her hand while she's terrified getting a vaginal exam, seeing what type of STD she may or may not have contracted from her rape. When that teenage girl is crying in the middle of the night because she's having sleep terrors and night terrors, it's my breast and my chest that she lays on with my shirt is soaked with her snot and her tears because she's having a sleep terror. When she's in crisis, throwing things across the room while her mommy and her daddy don't love her, it's me and it's my colleagues who are working in the trenches with these kids that are there, assuring them that they're not worthy of death, that they shouldn't go through the acts of killing themselves. It's me and my colleagues who take scissors and cut the noose off children's head when we find them trying to hang themselves. So bitch, don't ever disrespect the type of work that I do and liken me to a drug dealer, pimp, or a prostitute, because I've been in these damn trenches for well over 20 years working with kids that nobody want. And like I stated, in theory, we're supposed to technically be on the same side. Now, one thing I did not do in my video when I came on with Dr. Johnson is discredit the work that you do. Because in theory, anybody who is a victim's rights advocate is working in the community to uplift and hold the hands of people who have been victimized by crime. So you came for me when you said that. I took that personal, because the work that I do, I take it to heart, and I love what I do, and I will continue doing what I do until I'm in the ground. But don't discount and don't discredit the type of work that I do, because you sit up and have a fundamental disagreement on my professor. You also stated, and this was the last point that I wanted to make, a victim, that Dr. Johnson stated that victims, black children, black women children, black little girls who are victims of molestation or horrors, that is straight up 100% unequivocal bullshit. He's never said that. There's no way in hell I would support anybody who said such a thing. And he has never said that. But what I do know, on the contrary, is that he works with children who are abused. And if parents call him up needing some type of help, to help their children who are victims of sex crimes, who are showing signs of trauma. He's there. He gives out his personal phone number, his personal email to help these parents walk through and guide them to the resources that they need in their city. You are a joke, ma'am. You are a disgusting, lying human being. In the same way you sit up and spent 20 minutes trashing me with unfounded garbage, it's the same way you've done 1,000 videos, 900 and some odd videos and counting, trashing Dr. Johnson. You've only done one video on me, calling me this, that, and the third. And now I can see, because I don't follow you on social media, the only way I know what you were doing is because people came and told me what you're doing. You are a joke and a disgrace. Now let's get back to the threats. You stated that I threatened you. Okay, so let me break something down to you and give you just a little glimmer into my life. Something that I've been made public. I have absolutely no intent of hurting or harming you or anyone else physically. I don't have to do that. I practice African spirituality. Hoodoo, to be specific. If I really wanted to hurt you, and I really wanted to cause some sort of harm to you, I would put you in a jar with herbs and a bunch of other nasty, nasty stuff. I'd bury you in the cemetery at midnight on a waning moon. That's what I would do to you if I wanted to hurt you. African spirituality, that is what I do. So I just wanted to go on record by stating that Afro Svengali, you are a joke. You are a disgrace. You are garbage. And if you're going to come for me and you want to tap dance, bring it. Okay? Bring it. I'm in the city of Los Angeles. I do amazing work with people. You can hate me all you want to. You can hate the fact that I support Dr. Johnson all you want to, but what you cannot do is discount the work that I've done in the community. You can't discount the people that I've brought to justice when I help law enforcement prosecute pastors who rape children. One of them is in prison right now facing 100 years because of the work that me and a bunch of my colleagues have done. You can't discount that. You can discount the way that I look. You can say that I'm ugly and that I'm a creature and that I'm a hyena, whatever, whatever, whatever. But until you show your face, until you show a picture of your face, you can't talk about how I look, because I don't see anything wrong with the way I look. Flaws and all, baby, I'm beautiful and I own it. Okay. That's pretty much all I have to say about you. I actually have to get off this thing because I have work to do. If you want to speak to me, I have an open line of communication with your pal, Gerald Palmer. He has my number. Call him. Have him give you my number. You want to meet with me and debate with me? I would love to debate with you. You sit up and you have attested all these horrific lies about Dr. Johnson. We can have that be the subject. We can have pan-africanism be the subject. We can have my character be the subject. We can have your character be the subject. I don't give a damn what you want to debate. You can call all the police departments all over the country, including Mayberry PD. But guess what? I have never threatened you. I have no intent of doing bodily harm to you physically. And I never ever stated that I would. But I do want to meet with you, and I do want to sit down and have a conversation with you. I seriously doubt you'll have the testicles to do so, because you're a coward. You hide behind a pseudo name. You hide behind no face. Here's my face, and here's my name, Tiffany Griffin. I'm ready when you are. Ashe.